Tell me how this all started.
Well, I think the start was 7 years ago when there was an incident in an after-school class.
You went to pick your son up after school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was he waiting there for you outside?
He was not. He was locked in an area in the back of the school.
And who was Kelly and why was she there?
She was a compensated supervisor of the after-school program.
So she was monitoring the kids or responsible for them getting from A to B or whatever?
Exactly.
So when you asked her where your son was, what did she say?
She refused to address the issue.
Did you say, where's my child?
Yes, I was actively searching for him. When he was found, when I asked her to explain why the teacher had to find my son and bring him to the front, she said that my son was detained because he was slow.
Did that upset you when she said he was slow?
I don't think in any world you can blame a child that's just out of kindergarten for, you not doing your job. That's not a satisfactory explanation.
Did you feel like he was being blamed?
Absolutely.
Did you ever imply that her son was intellectually impaired or in some way deficient?
I never said that, no.
Developmentally or
No.
in any way?
No.
Did you ever say he was slow?
I said he might have been slow to line up, maybe. I mean, it was like in a full sentence. I said, you'll have to ask him why he didn't line up. Maybe he was just slow to line up. Slow was a word that was used, but not to describe him.
Yeah, slow in terms of how fast he got from A to B.
Yeah. I mean, they have 5 minutes to line up. If they don't line up with me, they can come up with the tennis coach. It's just not an issue.
Kelly actually put in writing that I was extremely calm and smiling.
But why would you be calm and smiling? I wouldn't have been calm and smiling if my 6-year-old is missing, he's not where he's supposed to be, and he's upset when I'd be the last person on the block smiling.
First of all, I have a calm nature. And second of all, when there's children around, I keep my composure.
Did you threaten her?
No, I did not threaten her. And in fact, in her own report, she didn't state that I made a threat. She added that in a year afterwards.
Describe the exchange. Was she, in fact, cordial, calm, smiling, pleasant?
She was up until she threatened me. That I thought was so weird that she was so calm about it. And she came up, she said, don't you think it's odd that my son came up with the coach? And I said, no, he took a tennis lesson. It's perfectly okay. You weren't here to pick him up. He didn't line up in the back with me. And so the tennis coach brought him up. He probably helped him clean up, or he might have been slow to line up in the back. And I told her, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave. And I turned around and walked away, and she yelled at me, I will get you. How do you sleep at night? I will get you.
So what happened then?
I went into the office and started crying. I said, she just threatened me. And they said, don't even give it any thought. We deal with parents every single day. I said to the girls, I said, no, she meant this. And they said, don't even think about it. Go in there. And they were laughing. They thought it was kind of funny that I was reacting so severely. But I'd never encountered anything like that from a parent in my life. I mean, it scared me so bad. They took me into the principal's office and tried to calm me down. I had to be calmed down.
So you told coworkers or other staff there, and then you went into the principal's office and you told the principal?
I told, yeah, well, everyone heard it and saw it, so everyone knew, yeah.
Everybody that was there that day knew about this. You told everybody what had happened.
I called my supervisor from, the after-school program immediately, and I was like, you're not going to believe what happened. And I told her everything, yeah. And she said, why don't you write it down as an incident report and just in case. And so I did, and I was annoyed with having to do that. I was like, I just want to go home. I was so upset. You know, it was the weirdest encounter I've ever had in my life. Like, she was making things up. She was making a big deal of something that didn't happen. Right. She scared me.
Do you hold her responsible for not properly supervising and protecting your son?
Actually, in her written report, she herself admits that she was responsible.
And you agree?
Yes.
But for her negligence, whatever transpired with him would not have transpired.
I'm not even sure it was negligence.
What do you mean?
I think it was purposeful.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.